So let's not mess about, eh? You lost your rag, I lost mine. I'm prepared to forget about it if you are. Do you want your job back or not?
Whatever happened to Sidney Gregg?
When last seen, he was on his way to see his solicitor.
What about?
About suing me over the fact that I changed my mind about his suitability for the job. That's my worry, not yours. Are you in or out?
I'll think about it.
I need to know now, Mac. Beryl, I said I didn't want interrupting.
What is the please?
Not again. Oh, all right, wheel him in. Now, I want your answer by first thing tomorrow morning at the latest, okay?
I said I'd think about it.
Ah, Mr. Jones. Mr. Murphy, don't go yet, please, sir, if you don't mind. This does concern you as well, actually.
Me?
Yes, sir.
The boot, huh?
If you don't mind, sir.
Now, look, this is ridiculous.
Quite possibly, sir. At the same time, we have had a complaint, so we do have to check it out. So if you will, just open the boot, please, sir.
Sally? Wow, 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 wow! Looky here what I found.
Yours, are they, sir?
Don't be silly, I've never seen them before in my life.
Well, of course he hasn't. You're not seriously suggesting that Mac took the cigarettes. He doesn't even smoke.
At this stage, sir, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm merely making inquiries. So tell you what, sir, why don't we go back to the office, discuss it there?
Yeah, what? Yes, why don't we do that, officer? Then we can leave you to find out exactly who did perpetrate this crime, huh?
Before we do, thank you. You will, of course, get a receipt for these, sir. Oh, and could I just warn you that anything you do say will be taken down in writing and may be used in evidence.
I have just told you that is the first time that I've ever set eyes on those things.
I will make a note of that, sir. Now, shall we?
Blimey.
Hi.
Is Mac in?
Is it urgent? Yeah, we just want to word with him, that's all, about what's happened. Oh, OK, come through.
Hi, Mac.
Hi, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Terrific.
Mac Bell told us what happened.
Oh, she did she? Yeah. Good old Beryl.
What we wanted to say was, well, we've never heard such a load of old rubbish in all our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want you to know that's how we all feel about it.
Thank you.
And, well, we're around if you need us, Mac.
Might actually do that. You can actually come and visit me in the nick.
Well, you don't think for a minute they're going to charge you for it, do you?
Why not? Found us off in my car.
Yeah, but you'd obviously been fitted up, hadn't you?
Yeah, I know that. And you know that, but it's proven it, right? Hey, listen, thank you all for your vote of confidence anyway, and I shall see you all later, right?
Right, OK. See you later, mate.
See you, mate.
Bye.
Ciao.
Bye.
They're right, you know, Mac.
How do you mean?
Nobody's going to believe it was you who stole those cigarettes.
You don't think so, huh?
Well, do you?
Let me tell you something, Caroline. It's a funny thing about being what's known as in the public eye all the time. It doesn't matter if you're a pop star getting £1 million a year or a little third division football club manager. You will be amazed how many people are only too glad to believe the worst about you. I just can't wait to see you fall flat in your face.
Hello? What's this doing out here, then? Honestly, is it any wonder stuff gets nicked and people go and leave it lying all over the place? All right, don't worry. Oh. Yeah.
Where do you think you're going with that?
Oh, some stupid nick left it outside the gates. We were just bringing it in case someone nicked it or something.
You are aware, I suppose, that that trolley belongs to the storeroom, and has been missing, presumed lost, ever since that place was burgled?
Now look, Mr. Cassidy.
Now you look here, Glossop. It's always seemed highly significant to me that that place was burgled on the very night of your disco.
You what?
Yes, well, what better cover could you want for a noisy break-in, And that racket you lot were making that night and alleging to be music? Now, I've caught you red-handed, haven't I? Tell me, what was on your mind, eh? Another bite of the cherry, perhaps?
Yeah, that's slander, is that? Yeah, we could sue you for that.
Oh, yes. Well, I'll tell you what, lad. have a word with the police when they come round to see you, eh? As I'm very sure they will do after I've had a few words with them. Right. I'm taking care of this now.
Custy does have a point there, doesn't he?
What point's that?
What I mean is if that was the trolley that the burglars nicked, how comes it turns up outside the gates again all of a sudden, eh?
Well, because obviously someone has been using it again to move their stuff, haven't they?
That's right. What, you mean you think someone's been having another go at the store?
No, that's not what I mean at all. Like, look, just supposing, right, the other night, when they'd actually got their hands and all the booze and fags and all that, it wasn't safe to move it there and then, right? Well, what would you have done if you'd been them?
I'll stash it around the ground somewhere, I suppose.
Exactly, somewhere, right? We could go back and pick it up again later once all the fuss had died down, don't you see?
Yeah, all right. So hang on a minute. Hey, listen, will ya? Listen. When you lot were coming on here this afternoon, did anybody see anybody hanging about the place?
No.
No one I can recall.
But listen, you wouldn't need to be hanging about, would you? Not if you had a perfectly good reason for being on the ground in the first place.
What sort of reason would that be?
Well, how about if you'd been here at the disco on Saturday night? Which, by an amazing coincidence, just happened to be exactly the same time that the store was being robbed. And when you left that night, you just happened to leave something behind that would need to be picked up later on in the week. Like what, for instance? Like a couple of empty instrument cases, for instance.
But of course, Jason and that brother of his. They were here this afternoon.
Why would they have needed the trolley if they'd taken the stuff away in the cases?
Well, I reckon we should find Jason and his so-called Argonauts and ask them why.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Does anybody know where they live?
Well, Rosewood, I suppose.
Yeah, only Rose hasn't been around, has she? Not since the night of the robbery.
Who is it?
It's me, Charlotte.
What do you want?
Just to talk to you.
I'm going to bed.
Look, Rose, just want a word, that's all.
What do you want?
Like she says, just a word. Shame to give the neighbours an earful, eh?
Well?
Well, we've been worried about you, Rose. Seemed a bit funny the way you don't seem to have been around all of a sudden, since them fags were nicked.
Just what are you trying to say? There was me who nicked it.
No, but you do know who did it, right?
So what if I do? It's none of my business.
Yeah, but it's none of Matt Murphy's business. But he's still the one who's got to carry the can for all this.
Right.
What do you mean?
Well, what she means is that whoever nicked those fags planted a couple of packs in Mac's car, see?
Oh, them stupid idiots. Why the hell did they have to go and do something like that?
Then it was them who did it, right?
I thought you said you finished with that lot.
I told you. Had nothing to do with it.
No, but you did know about it, and you were ready to cover up for them.
Why?
Because.
Because what?
Because they said if I didn't keep my mouth shut, they'd tell you a lot about me.
Tell us what?
About me. About my dad. Look. I told you my dad worked away, right?
Right.
He's away, all right. He's in jail. Doing time. And you see, they knew about it. And they said if I didn't keep my mouth shut, I'd tell you lot about it.
No. You don't think that could make much difference with us, do you?
Yes, it would. 'Cause you already thought it was me who nicked that money.
I never did.
No, but he did, didn't he? And I mean, if you'd all found out about me then, well, that would have been it, wouldn't it?
I don't know about that.
I know, 'cause it's something I've had to live with, innit?
Look, Rose, don't...
It's a Space Invaders place in town. Remember the one I mean? Find them in there most nights.
Look, I'll see you tomorrow. All right?
What do you want? Just a word. About them ciggies that went missing.
Ciggies? No, there must be some mistake, mate. I don't smoke myself. What about you, Jace? Do you smoke?
What, me? After what our old lady said? You must be joking.
So you lot know nothing about them, right?
That's right.
Oh, well, you got nothing to worry about then, have you? We'll just pass on the information that we know to the police and let them sort it out with you.
Hang on a minute, what you on about?
You heard him. Ciggies. Them things your old lady warned you about.
I'm telling you, we know nothing about any fags.
And like I've just told you, you're in the clear then, aren't you?
Yeah, but what's all this about the police then?
What he means is the police are just naturally interested in anything or anybody who might be able to help them out with their inquiries.
Anybody with a couple of empty guitar cases, let's say. Empty when they arrived. Of course, I couldn't swear what was in them when they left.
Just a minute.
Watch me, pal.
Let's talk, all right? Just you and me, all right? Look, what's it to you, nick the fags, anyway? I mean, what are you, a copper's grass or something?
No. I'm just a mate of Mac Murphy's who doesn't want to see him slagged off for something he never done.
Mac Murphy, what's he got to do with it?
Well, some of the cigarettes just happened to turn up in his car, didn't they?
What?
Yeah, and then someone told the coppers where to look to find them there.
We didn't do it. Why the hell should we?
Well, I don't know, mate. You tell me.
I'm telling you, it wasn't us.
Well, if it wasn't you, who was it then? Or should we leave that to the police to ask you about it, eh?
If I tell you, will you promise to keep our names out of it? Because I'm telling you now, we came out of this with nothing.
I don't know about that.
Look, take it or leave it. If you want to know who did it, then that's the best offer you're going to get.
Go on, then.
Now we know who did it, but we still can't prove it.
Well, look, let's just turn over to the police what we do know and leave them to deal with it.
Can't do that.
Why can't we?
Because I gave my word that I wouldn't, didn't I?
So where do we go from here, then? See, what we need is a plan, innit? Some dead cunning way of flushing out old Knocker so that he incriminates himself.
You got one in your back pocket then, have you, Wurs?
Just keep it tight, eh? Just let me sleep on it.
All right, I think you should be wrapping up any minute.
Do you reckon it'll work then?
Work? Of course it'll work. My ideas always work, don't they?
Do you reckon she will turn up again, then?
Oh,
Rose, you know.
well, I don't know. I would be surprised if we never see her again myself. She wasn't exactly welcome with open arms, was she?
Right, here we go.
What about your voice?
What?
They'll recognise it.
Oh, blimey.
Look, use this.
It's a good idea. It's what they use in films, isn't it? Testing, 1, 2, 3. Does that sound all right?
Wonderful.
Right. Tut.
Hello, Dunmore Football Club. Hang on, I'll just see if he's come in yet. Knocker, you in there?
Yeah, what is it?
Telephone for you in the office.
All right, thanks, love. I'll be right there. So they were?
No.
Hello? Yeah?
It's about them cigarettes, Knocker, the ones you nicked from us down the ground the other day.
Who is that? Look, son, I don't know what you want, but I ain't got the foggiest idea what you're talking about.
Well, I'm on about cigarettes, Mr. Clark, that you nicked from us. Well, that is apart from the couple of packs that you planted in Mac Murphy's car to make it look like he'd done it.
What do you want from me?
Well, let's talk about it, eh? I mean, we're not greedy. Maybe we can come to some arrangement, you know, help you get rid of them, maybe. I'll tell you what. We'll meet you somewhere, eh? Let's say the place where you'd found we'd stashed the cigarettes, all right? Well, let's say tonight, about 6 o'clock. What do you say?
Oh, all right then, 6 o'clock. Tonight.
Anything wrong, Knocker?
No, love, no. It was some kid. Do you know, he reckons I might be his long-lost uncle or something. I don't know. You know, Beryl, I really like your hair like that. But half suits you.
Boxer!
Oh, don't do that.
His car's just arrived outside the offices.
What, now?
Yeah. Look, you all right?
Fine.
Okay, then. Good luck.
Ta-ta.
You?
That's right.
I don't remember seeing you here.
There's a reason for that, Knocker. See, I wasn't here. I'm what you might call the mastermind behind the jobbers we did. Do you know what I mean?
So, what do you want?
Just our fair share. After all, it was us who nicked the fags first, so we must be due something, am I right?
And if I don't agree, then what?
You know what?
You tip off the police, right?
That's right.
But if you did that, you'd incriminate yourselves.
Well, all we'd say is that we saw you nicking the fags first, so it's our word against yours, really, isn't it?
Do you know what I think, Youth? I think you're bluffing.
Oh, no, I ain't.
Yes, I think you're bluffing me. In fact, I think that you are trying to make a monkey out of me. I don't like people who try to make a monkey out of me. It makes me angry. Angry! Yeah, go on.
Make my day.
Do you remember to do one for me then? What? Well, notice for the table. Oh, yeah. Well, what's that? J-U-J-E-S. Judges.
So how many scars you got there?
About 10.
Well, you're going to need more than that, aren't you? Right, put this poster up on the inner left wall, right? It's over there. Ask the bloke, right? And we're going to sell some badges as well. These are 25 pence each, and when you put them on the outer right.
1, 2, 3. Hey, man, you can mash it up. I'm going to mash you up.
Rose! Hi. Come and meet some of the others.
Here, what was that again?
Hey, mate, you made it!
You must have caught me in a very weak moment.
Here, you'll find the judge's desk through there.
Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Dunmore Football Club's junior supporters, welcome to the grand finals of Search for a Star. I am going to be your compere for this evening, so Bruce Forsyth, eat your heart out. Yeah. Now listen, we've got some great groups for you here tonight, I tell you. And that's just, for all we know, we could have a budding young Rasputin Jones here in our midst as well. Yeah, just waiting to burst out upon the scene. So, let's get this show on the road now, shall we? And to start off with here, we've got a great group for you. And they're called The Burn.
Wrong again. Oh.
Look, I never said a word like that, all right?
We don't like grass. You promised to keep our names out of it.
I did. So how comes we're getting nicked for it then?
We got some kind of problem here, have we?
Yeah, Supergrass here promised that if we helped you set up Knocker Clark, he'd keep us out of it.
Oh, he did he?
Yeah.
Well, then he had no right to do that, did he?
I never said a word about it to the police.
Well, of course he didn't.
Well, if it wasn't him, who was it that gave us away?
Him. Me. I do take it I am right in presuming that you have been in trouble with the police before. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, yeah, once or twice, I suppose.
That explains why they happen to have a wonderful set of your fingerprints on record, which happen to be the ones that were splattered all over those bottles of beer that you were drinking in our pub that night. Grass? Who needs a grass when we've got amateur villains like you around?
You stupid grey...
Stupid? He's not half as stupid as you are, son. I have just heard that your group is one of the best. And in actual fact, you'd have walked that final today. So don't call him stupid. He's thick, he can't help it. But you can.
We're ready when you are, Mr. Murphy.
And by group members.
Free for this one, are you?
Sure you want to?
Well, if I wasn't, I wouldn't have asked you, would I? Look, I'm sorry I suspected you of nicking Charlie's purse.
Why should you be? I mean, perhaps it was me after all.
Was it?
Well, what sort of question was that then?
Oh, come on, just have a dance.
Charlie,
Yeah,
free
Charlie,
for
do you
this
want to
one.
dance?
Oh, come on, I was first.
I was first.
I'll tell you what, you can have the second one, all right, but...
Look, I think this is where I came in, wasn't it?
We're going to finish off with one you should all know. It's
I have to ask that bird over there now.
Where?
Satisfaction.
Hey!
Hey, Hulk.
We're gonna